AI agents will replace 10 lakh Indian jobs, but are you ready? Let me ask you something. If one employee with AI agents can do the work of 5 employees, what do you think an Indian company is going to do? Today, we are diving into an explainer that tackles a pretty uncomfortable reality heading straight for the Indian job market. Whether you're an engineer, an IT professional, working in a BPO, an analyst, an accountant in HR, or hey, even a college student just stepping into the workforce, you absolutely need to understand what's happening right now with artificial intelligence. We are way beyond the hype of basic chatbots. We're entering an era where AI agents are fundamentally restructuring how work gets done. And yeah, we're going to look closely at why a massive number of jobs could be seriously affected. But stick with me, because by the end of this, you're going to see exactly how you can become the person who actually grows more valuable, not less, because of this massive shift.
So think about that math for a second. It's not because that one single employee is magically 5 times smarter or suddenly working 80-hour weeks. No way. It is purely because that employee is orchestrating AI agents to execute tasks at an unprecedented scale. And honestly, management will inevitably look at that equation and make the absolute most obvious economic choice.
This is why I believe AI agents could seriously impact 10 lakh Indian jobs. But please don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying 10 lakh people will suddenly receive a termination letter tomorrow morning. It's not going to look like some sudden massive wave of firings. The real change is much more subtle. Companies will need fewer people to perform the same amount of work. Hiring simply slows down. A team of 20 quietly becomes a team of 12, and then maybe a team of 8. That is the real dynamic we are facing.
To really get why this shift is happening right now, we have to look at how the technology itself has evolved. For the last few years, AI has basically just been a tool, right? You ask it a question, it gives you an answer. You ask it to write an email, it drafts the email. It's just a human using a tool to get one single result. But the game has fundamentally changed with AI agents. Now, you don't just ask a question. You give the AI a complex goal. You say, hey, find 50 potential customers for my business. The AI agent goes out, researches the companies, collects the data, analyzes it, creates a list, and even drafts personalized emails for every single one of them. We've literally moved from a human using a basic tool to a human deploying an AI agent that executes multiple, complex tasks to achieve a final result.
People love to argue, saying things like, well, AI is never going to replace humans. And sure, they're right, it won't replace humanity. But honestly, that's completely the wrong question. The right question, the real economic threat here, is this. How many people will a company need to do this same amount of work? Imagine a company with 100 employees doing repetitive digital work. If AI allows just 20 of those employees to do the work that previously took 50, well, that company simply doesn't need 100 people anymore. AI doesn't have to completely replace your specific profession, it just has to make your current daily workflow much, much more productive.
And this brings us specifically to India's vulnerable digital sectors like IT services, BPO, customer support, software testing, junior developers, data processing, finance operations, HR operations, and basic research. India became a global technology and outsourcing powerhouse because we had a huge pool of skilled people who could perform digital work efficiently and economically. AI agents are now challenging that very model. They are attacking these exact repetitive, structured digital workflows. The economic foundation that brought us such unprecedented global success is exactly what AI is now coming for.
So, how will your job change? Well, the professional doesn't necessarily disappear. Their job changes.
Let's look at what this actually looks like on the ground, starting with routine software development. If your entire job right now is just taking a requirement, writing some basic boilerplate code, fixing simple bugs, and writing standard tests, you're in a pretty vulnerable spot. AI coding systems are getting incredibly capable at those exact tasks. But does the software engineer disappear? No. The definition of a software engineer just changes. A software engineer may previously spend hours writing repetitive code and tests. AI can increasingly handle a significant portion of that work. So the engineer who leverages AI to design overarching systems and build solutions 10 times faster, they become highly sought after.
Let's apply this to customer support. A customer support employee may previously answer 100 queries manually every single day. With AI, the system can handle all those routine queries, like answering "Where is my order?" for the 1,000th time, and send only the complicated cases to the employee. The human gets escalated the sensitive, high-value edge cases that actually require real empathy and complex problem-solving.
The exact same pattern is happening in junior research and analysis. An analyst might currently spend 5 grueling hours just collecting information on 20 different companies. Moving forward, an AI agent will scrape that data from multiple sources, organize it, compare it, and draft the initial findings in literally minutes. Again, the analyst isn't fired. Their job just shifts. They transition from low-value data gathering to high-value interpretation and strategic decision-making based on what the AI found.
And we see this mirrored perfectly in HR, finance, and operations. Any structured digital workflow is prime real estate for automation. An HR professional may spend hours manually screening hundreds of resumes. AI can completely shortlist candidates and prepare an initial analysis in seconds. Why spend hours checking standard invoices manually when an AI can verify them instantly? The overarching theme across all of this is incredibly clear. Execution is going to machines, but the overarching strategy is staying with humans.
This completely flips the script on how we view the whole threat of AI. The biggest competition of the next 5 years may not be company versus company. It may be employee versus employee, where one employee knows how to use AI and another doesn't.
Just imagine 2 employees working the exact same 8-hour workday. Employee A refuses to adapt. They insist on doing absolutely everything manually. They painstakingly read every single document line by line, draft every email from scratch, and agonize over giant spreadsheets for hours. Then you have Employee B. Employee B uses AI agents for instant research, rapid drafting, immediate data analysis, and automated reporting. At the end of the month, the productivity gap between these two won't just be a little bit different. It will be absolutely massive. Who do you honestly think management is going to notice? Who gets the promotion and who gets deemed redundant? Because of this massive gap, we are looking at a completely new career ladder. Step 1 is just being an AI user, someone who asks basic questions to a chatbot. Step 2 is the AI power user, who actually knows how to feed the AI proper context to get amazing outputs. Step 3 is the AI workflow designer, someone who looks at a whole 5-step business process and figures out how to automate it. But the ultimate goal, step 4, is becoming an AI agent orchestrator. That's the person who decides exactly which parts of a massive project the AI handles, which parts humans handle, and perfectly connects the whole shebang. That's where the ultimate job security and the massive salary jumps are going to live.
So here are 3 steps to adapt and exactly what you should do immediately.
Number 1, learn AI according to your profession, not randomly. Please don't try to learn 50 different shiny new tools. If you're in HR, learn AI recruitment workflows. If you're in finance, learn AI reporting. Number 2, identify the repetitive work you perform every week. What do you copy and paste constantly? What do you write over and over? Number 3, build one AI-powered workflow that saves you time. Just one. Build a lead research agent or maybe a meeting summary workflow. Once you successfully build one, you'll naturally figure out how to build the next.
Listen, you don't need to become an AI engineer. You need to become an AI-enabled professional. You don't need a computer science degree or an intimate understanding of neural networks to survive this shift. Your only objective is to simply use these tools strategically to drastically improve your actual everyday job before your company eventually forces the change on you.
So don't ask me, will AI take my job? That's a victim's mindset. Ask yourself a better question. How can I use AI to become so productive that my company needs me more, not less? If AI can do 30% of your work today, what skills can you learn to manage the other 70% at a scale that makes you completely indispensable?
If you are an Indian student, engineer, IT professional, or working professional and you want practical AI knowledge that you can actually use in your career, subscribe to this channel. I don't want to teach you AI for the sake of AI. I want to show you how AI can actually change your work, your career, and potentially your income. The AI revolution is already here. The question is, are you going to watch it happen or are you going to use it?